Hello, welcome to Surrey TV. I'm Victoria Durant and this week we're in Britain's largest village, Cranleigh. And with Eric Clapton at one end of the village and Ringo Starr at the other, it's the ultimate rock star sandwich. And we're outside the Richard Onslow Pub, so let's tuck in. We opened our episode 2 weeks ago with news of the incredible Pacific Rowing Challenge that Surrey-born Daryl Farmer is undertaking. The team had a tricky start initially, meaning Daryl and a number of the other boats had to return to Monterey Bay south of San Francisco. However, Daryl remains full of confidence for the journey to Hawaii and said that he and the Bojangles, along with his very own version of Wilson, Tom Hanks' spherical companion in the film Castaway, were in good spirit for the journey ahead. We've just been told that they departed on Wednesday the 18th of June. We'll have more updates on this momentous challenge as Daryl makes his way to Hawaii. You can keep up to date with his progress by visiting rowingforreefs.co.uk. Please note that that's with the number 4 rather than the word. Bridges built by medieval monks and one of Britain's great architects will be repaired in the coming months as the £23 million flood action plan continues in Surrey. The 13th century Tilford Bridge and Sir Edwin Lutyens Hampton Court Bridge are among 39 river crossings being fixed as Surrey County Council continues to tackle severe highway damage caused by last winter's devastating floods. This week, the County Council's chairman David Munro officially reopened Guildford and Onslow bridges, which are the first bridge repairs to be completed since the flooding. John Fury, Surrey County Council's cabinet member for flooding recovery, said, "We're doing all we can to get Surrey back to its best after the flooding hammered our county, and that's why reopening these bridges is an important milestone as we continue our £23 million urgent flood damage repairs." Very own department store Manns, and I've got with me here Hannah, the marketing manager from Manns. Hello Hannah. Hello. Lovely to be here, and you've got something very exciting happening on Saturday, haven't you?
We have. Up in our toy department we have a free session of loom bracelet making. So it's really popular craze at the moment, and children can come along and have a go at the new kits from 10 AM until 4 PM this Saturday.
Brilliant. My nieces are so into these, are so popular, aren't they? Fantastic. Thank you very much, Hannah. The Guildford Cathedral appeal, which needs to raise £1.3 million by the end of the summer, has reached the important milestone of raising £1 million. The cathedral's most urgent requirement for funds is to remove and replace crumbling plaster in the vaults which contain asbestos. At the same time, improvements will be made to access, lighting and sound systems, bringing the building up to the 21st century standards. Plans also include an oral history project recording the memories of the brick givers and the development of new visitor resources so that the cathedral is able to expand the range of cultural and educational activities on offer to locals and visitors alike. The Make Your Mark campaign continues with a number of events planned for the summer. This weekend, on Sunday the 22nd of June, is another opportunity to abseil from the top of the cathedral tower. We will let you know when the next abseil is planned, as this is one of the most popular fundraising events in the calendar. To make a donation or to find out more information about organising a Make Your Mark event, visit Guildford Cathedral, mym.com. Whilst you're on the site, look out for the photo competition, especially if you're going on holiday this summer. Roz Morris visited Barton's bookshop in Leatherhead last week. Chantel went to meet her to chat about her latest book inspired by the Surrey countryside.
Thanks, Vicky. So, hi Roz.
Hi Chantel.
We're here today to talk about the novel that you wrote, Lifeform 3. Can you tell us a bit more about the inspiration behind this book?
Well, it all came from this area, from the history that's here with the old houses and the woods and all these fantastic landscape that's here. Basically, I bought a horse. I needed somewhere to keep him, and I live in London, so I moved here, and I thought, well, I'm going to go exploring. And so I went out with an Ordnance Survey map on the back of my horse, and I found all these wonderful old places. And I realised how much history there was, and it just started suggesting stories to me about the people who've been here and also what we might make of it in the future.
Yeah. Well, I read that you have something beautiful on your website about how people are becoming a bit more like machines, and it's actually that we're such a part of nature. Can you tell me a bit more about that point?
Well, yes, I was very aware when you ride a horse that you are part of nature. It tunes you into the weather, the shape of a shadow on the ground, and it also trusts you to look after it and keep it safe from what are sort of quite primeval fears they have. They do quite often fear things, so you develop this trusting relationship. But in the rest of our lives, we tend to be very disengaged from nature. I mean, we have all these wonderful devices, apps and iPads and iPods, but it all cuts us off.
Yes. So how can we read more about what you're doing and things?
Well, you can find me on my website, which is rozmorris.wordpress.com, and you'll find all my books there, including Lifeform 3.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Roz, for talking to us today.
In Leatherhead and with the book theme, the hugely popular author and children's laureate Malorie Blackman will be at the Leatherhead Theatre on Saturday the 28th of June, launching the new Reading Zone Festival. The 4-day festival is the first of its kind to focus on children's books, authors and reading for pleasure. The show on the 28th will be for 500 children and includes comedian and author James Campbell. The show is based on dinosaurs, pirates and trolls for children aged 4 to 8. And in the afternoon, authors Johnny Duddle and Adam Stower will be on the stage entertaining and meeting the audience. Schools in Surrey will host events for the festival, which will run from the 25th to the 28th of June, and we'll see a further 16 authors, illustrators and storytellers visiting local schools to entertain and inspire more than 3,000 children and teenagers. Different days will be themed around subjects such as comedy, suspense and graphics. The festival is being held to encourage all children to read and get involved in the creativity of words and stories. For more info and ticket details, visit theleatherheadtheatre.org/what's on. This weekend sees the annual Supercar Event at Dunsfold Aerodrome. Held to raise funds for the Children's Trust, this event is a very popular weekend for all levels of petrolhead. There'll be a full range of supercars present, and rides around the Top Gear test track can be booked on arrival. It's suggested that you arrive early to avoid disappointment, as the bookings, as you may well imagine, do get filled pretty quickly. Amongst the visitors on the day, there'll be celebrities, meets with the drivers and owners, fire engine rides, live music, our favourite magician Craig Longhurst, helicopter flights over the surrounding area and even a fairground if the conditions are suitable. Visit thechildrenstrust.org.uk and click on the events page for more details. for beer drinkers, the 25th and 26th of July sees the return of the Guildford Beer Festival at the Sports Ground in Woodbridge Road, Guildford. This will be the 5th event to celebrate 70 cask ales and a huge selection of ciders from around the South East. There'll be plenty of food available from some high quality concessions and ample seating in the marquees as live music plays, organised by the Boiler Room and Anderton's Music, who are assembling a roster of some of the best local bands and artists. Tickets are available now from the Tourist Information Office in the High Street. Please mention SurreyTV when you pop in and see the team there. It always brings a smile. This is a very popular event, so we recommend an early visit to reserve your place at this great festival. Who doesn't love a good English pub? Certainly not me, and that's why I'm here with John Taylor, the owner of Richard Onslow Pub here in the centre of Cranleigh. So, John, you're having a refurb that's happening here soon, is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's been 5 years since we took on the pub. Five fantastic years, but it's now time to give it a little bit of a spruce up. We're going to make the dining room look a little more glamorous. We're going to make the snug feel a bit more snugger, and hopefully it's going to be absolutely right for all our guests in Cranleigh. We've also got 10 rooms upstairs, so we have people coming and staying from various different parts of the country and the world, so we want to make sure it's right for them too. Obviously we're going to keep the original features looking beautiful. We're going to make sure they're really exaggerated, but it's just time to make it look a little smarter. A lick of paint here, a few different ornaments there, so we're really excited and I can't wait to show it off to the people in and around Cranleigh.
Definitely, and we're excited to see it. We're going to come back in a few weeks' time and show it all off, and it will be done in the next few weeks, is that right?
It's happening really soon, so there'll be limited closure, but not a lot, so don't not come because you think we're going to be closed. But we're really looking forward to it. Kevin Webb in the kitchen is going to be bashing out some great steaks and some great food following the refurb, as he always does anyway, and we've got some wonderful real ales and a great wine list to boast too.
Lovely, thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
So Britain's largest village certainly has a lot to offer, and if you are in Cranleigh for the day, why not have lunch at the Richard Onslow Pub? Take it from me, it's delicious. Thanks for watching Surrey TV, take care and enjoy the county.